Today, we're going to focus on another aspect of wealth, your time. Hi guys, I'm Katie Mild. Welcome to this week's Money Minute. Today, I would like to focus on a different aspect of wealth that does not get as much airtime as straight up money, and that is the concept of your time and where you are focusing your energy and your efforts. So I spend a lot of time talking about money concepts, right? And in my coaching work, I work with numerous clients who are at a critical crossroads in their business. How do they increase their success, continue on their runs that they're on without completely losing their life balance? This is where not only do we have to make money considerations and money moves, but we have to be thinking about what is worth our time and what is not. And then beyond just a straight time equation, what is worth your energy, your mental focus, and what isn't? So a few things that I want you to think about. The first one and the first question that I begin to ask business owners is, do you know your hourly rate? Okay. And actually, there'll be a link below that I want you to click on where you can calculate your own true business hourly rate. When you calculate your hourly rate, it can really help you quickly prioritize competing needs and focus on the quality and the effectiveness of your time. So once you know this rate, again, click the link below to get my free downloadable worksheet. Once you know this rate, you can decide if something is really worth purchasing or worth focusing your energy on. Is it worth X amount of my time to own this? Is it worth doing this and spending X amount of hours of my life investing and focusing on this? Within that spreadsheet, you'll calculate your income producing activities, your IPAs, and your non-income producing activities, your non-IPAs. Every business owner, and really even stepping back, even if you don't own a business, this still applies to any line of work you do. All of us spend time doing income producing activities, those activities that directly correlate to how much income we make, and then non-income producing activities, which is everything else. And every business owner will spend time with income producing and non-income producing. The key is, how do you maximize the IPAs and over time start to minimize, delegate, and offload some of those non-IPAs that are really distracting and can actually make you think that you're busy and productive when you're actually not, okay? So once you've calculated your true hourly rate and figured out, well, what's your ratio of IPA activities or IPAs to non-IPAs, then you can ask yourself, what's worth my time? What is no longer worth my time? And what is no longer worth my energy? And once you've identified those activities, then we can start to think about the concept of leverage. If something is no longer worth your time and effort, how can you start challenging yourself and think creatively to get it off your plate? One easy example of this that we hear all the time is many people, they just don't like cleaning their house. They know they should have a clean house, right? They want to have a house that is neat, clean, organized, and inspiring, but it takes a lot of time to maintain a clean household. If you don't like cleaning your house and you've determined that your hourly rate is above what you can pay a professional cleaner to come in, maybe it's time to consider offloading that work so you can focus really on the needle moving, income impacting activities. So think about how you can offload house cleaning. Think about how you can offload other chores. Can you hire an assistant? Can you hire someone part-time to come and do all the odds and ends that eat up your time? You don't enjoy doing them and you just want to not think about them, but still make sure that your life is chugging along. Then we want to think really beyond the straight time investment. How are you managing your energy? And we touched on this a little bit earlier. It is so important to not just look at number of hours invested, but number of hours invested compounded with energy efforts. If you feel zapped after an hour of something, it may be worth figuring out how you can get it off your plate. Finally, once you've identified your hourly rate, your IPA to non-IPA ratio, and once you've made a short list of things that are no longer worth your time and energy, now I want you to shift the focus back to what we talk about all the time, which is your money. How can you set your money loose smartly to help support you in your efforts of leverage and time management? Okay. By investing, for example, you create a completely new source of leverage. When you let your money grow in something like an index fund, you don't have to think about it. An aspect of your wealth management strategy is done It's off your plate, and then you can get back to the business of focusing on your life and building your life that you want. So that's it for today. Really, really give consideration to the value of your time because it is just as important, if not more important, than straight up money management that we talk about all the time. So that's it for today. If you have any questions or comments on how you manage your time, please put them in the comments below. If you like the content I'm putting out, hit the bell to subscribe. And until next time, have a great weekend. We'll talk soon.